Hey, it's Arrow with the Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. You see, I'm a daily writer. I document life and all that comes after. Although I talk about being mindfully present in what is our now, I step back to the pages stained by the nib of my writing instrument. I think there's something there. We don't just experience life. We're supposed to be taking notes for a future that's been hit so hard that many of us have become numb. This is the Daily Mess. Today, I thought we would go back to September 21st, the year 2001. This is 10 days after that one moment in history, September 11th, 2001. The effects that it was having not only on myself, but everybody around the globe. We all had questions, and it's almost like we needed to have those answers right now, but time itself wasn't going to present anything but another step in whatever direction we chose to take. On that day, this is what was written. Angry, but at what? Let's stop right there. Angry, but at what? We didn't know on September 21st, 2001. The headlines were pouring in left and right. We were addicted to our social media. We were pushing ourselves in a direction, but for what reason? What was it that we were angry at? Was it the media back in 2001 because they were painting this picture? Was it the lack of answers that we were getting because nobody really wanted to unveil something until something was extremely secure? Here's what was written. We've evolved into a world of hate-filled thrill seekers. By playing the part of God, we assume all duties with the understanding that life will soon begin and end within and around us. How can you declare war on an enemy that you don't know? How can you invade another man's home, killing innocent civilians, then blame it on a faceless man? Are we the very first nation to decide what must come to an end? America will never heal from this. That's why we've got to learn to be wise, peaceful, and observant of all living things. We accept mistakes by correcting them. We are America, and we shall die guaranteeing that there will be a new tomorrow. This is what it was like in 2001. This was only just 10 days after this thing happened in New York City. A thing so big that even 18 years later here in 2019, a lot of people still can't digest the moments and everything that followed after. Sure, we know the story of September 11th, 2001. But what we don't know are the multiple stories that followed. We don't know how it affected you. We don't know how it affected your neighbor, your parents, people in your city. We all changed on that day. And I could say, hey, here's a writing instrument. Write down what you experienced. But see, history has proven one thing. What you're going to remember is how you want to remember. You would be rewriting your history, which is why every day I'll do anything I can to convince you to start taking notes this day forward. Because what you've experienced on a daily basis becomes the tool. I know it's a lot of pressure. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to instruct anybody. I don't want to inspire. I don't want to be motivating to anybody else. A lot of pressure, right? But what happens if what you experienced brings peace to somebody that you will one day be able to hold? Your grandchild, your great-grandchild, all because you took the time to share. I did an interview recently with an author who's put together a book that's all based on how we are not sharing our personal experiences. In the future, people are going to go back to 2001, and they're going to sit there and they're going to read about the Twin Towers coming down. But what they're not going to do is go to 2019 and still see how you have been infected. Take the time to write. Your family deserves to hear your story. I'm Arrow, and that's the Daily Mess.